Hi, group number 4s. Welcome to this week's reading. This week, we are doing a spread called You're Fucking Perfect. It is for when you need to tell yourself that you are amazing. So, this is the card that pulled you guys in today. It is a braid with a ring around it. So maybe you guys are in a current state of looking for commitment or a change in commitment or something like that is what I'm feeling. Or, yeah, maybe you're looking for something committed or feel stable or something like that. Or you feel that there's been a change in your commitments recently. So, we do need a reading to hype us up for that. So, this reading has 6 questions. I am using my Ethereal Visions deck today, and this deck is one of my Divine Connections decks. So, the intent of this reading is that we will be getting a pep talk from our divine source, whether that is for you some religion that you follow or a specific deity, or maybe you don't subscribe to the divine as such. Maybe you just subscribe to energy, or maybe you just subscribe to spirit. Whatever it is you subscribe to that is divinely, positively natured, that is what we are calling on today. So we have 6 questions for them, and we are gonna hype you guys up, okay? So, guides, divine beings who follow my group number 4s, would you please give me 6 cards that will hype up my group number 4s in whatever this interesting commitment journey is, or just in themselves. Thank you. So, let's do this, shall we, guys? All right, so the first card that we have for you guys, this card talks about the reason I, the divine, like you guys. So the card that we have for you guys is the Page of Pentacles. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because I love the Page of Pentacles. Why does the divine like you guys? Because you guys are constantly learning. The Page of Pentacles is the eternal student. They are somebody who is constantly learning, constantly seeking knowledge, constantly seeking to understand. Just as a child is constantly asking questions, this is the Page of Pentacles. And the divine loves that. They love that about you. Why do they love that about you? Because, like, they made all this stuff. So, of course, they're so excited when somebody takes such an interest in knowing all the things about the stuff that they made, right? Like, if you're an artist or if you're a craftsman or whatever, when you make something and somebody asks you a question about it, like a deep, interesting question, like, you are so excited to just blab on about whatever it is for like a whole hour. You know what I mean? So yeah, us neurodivergent people know a lot about info dumping. It's a form of love. So that is why the divine likes you. They love you because you are constantly learning. You are constantly trying to change and evolve, and you are always trying to understand the world around you. That's cool. So the next card we have here is something beautiful about you. And we have the Temperance card. Oh. The Temperance card talks about having balance in oneself, having a patient and balanced outlook on life. It also talks about having patience with others, having love for others in a balanced way. The Temperance card is, she is peace, is how I would describe her. So yeah, what's beautiful about you is you are able to have patience and calm serenity when dealing with everything around you. Maybe not all the time, but you do have it. You have the ability to approach people with patience. You have this almost martyrdom ability to take other people's shit, is what I'm hearing. Take other people's shit and like turn it around, show them the positives. You're somebody who is the encourager of your friends. You are the patient, steadfast energy in people's lives. You are somebody who has love and respect for everything. That's fucking beautiful. So the next card we have is something that makes you unique. And we have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands talks about a soldier who has been through many wars, seen many things, and is now ready and waiting for the next thing. So you're somebody who has been through a lot. You've been through a lot, you've seen a lot, and now you're ready for whatever is coming next. Maybe that's what this commitment thing is. You've seen a lot, you've experienced a lot, you're ready for the next thing. Your scars have taught you things with this continual learner thing here. Your battles have taught you well. You have learned from your hard situations. You have learned from the battles you have fought. And you are different now than when you first started. You have grown and changed and adapted. And that's something unique to you. Sometimes it takes a lot of times for a lesson to get through, but you learn from your mistakes. You learn from others' mistakes. You learn from the battles that are given to you, and you improve so that you are ready for the next one. So, the next card that we have, this card talks about why you think you aren't perfect. And the card we have here is the Five of Wands. Okay. So, even though you guys have this temperate, patient energy with people, sometimes you do get combative. Sometimes you do fight. Sometimes you're a bit stubborn and you fight it out. That's why you're a soldier. That's why you've been through so many wars. Like, you have this streak of conflict in you, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, fighting for what you believe, that's a great thing. Fighting for the rights of others, fighting for your own rights, these are appropriate ways to fight. But this, you see some of your actions in fighting for things to be negative. Maybe, maybe you see the actions as your villain era. If you've heard of that, you might have, you see that sometimes conflict hurts others and you take that very seriously and you put it all inward onto yourself and blame yourself for situations. And that's why you don't see yourself as perfect, because you have gone into things combatively before. But that doesn't detract from you, if you know what I mean. Like, everybody has a hard day. Everybody fights sometimes. Nobody's perfect as far as maintaining control at all times. In fact, sometimes it's very healthy for you not to maintain control so that you can get your emotions out and have people really understand where you are. But you feel that you're not perfect because you have combated in the past. But the past is the past, girl. Like, you can't do anything about it now, so stop worrying about it. All you can do is what you have continually done, which is learn from those mistakes and grow and change and become better, which you are very capable of. So stop blaming yourself for things that have already happened and move forward. So, card number 5, something you could do to help you with self-love. And we have the 8 of Wands. Ooh, this is interesting. The 8 of Wands talks about quickness. It also talks about messages and incoming messages. In this position, I think what it's talking about is noticing what messages we give ourselves, noticing what input we're taking, noticing whose voices we are listening to, whose messages we are listening to, and taking a further step to love ourselves by taking out the messages that are not serving us, that are just making things worse. Like this message that you're giving yourself of I am a combative person, when really you're a very patient person until you break. Like, this message of I'm a combative person is not serving you, so let's take it out of our messaging board. Does that make sense? Let's take out the negative messaging so that we can better take care of ourselves and not blame ourselves for things that aren't real, or put ourselves in better headspaces. So last but not least, this card is a compliment from the divine. And we have the 5 of Cups. Now the 5 of Cups is normally a negative kind of card. It talks about seeing only the negative in things when there's positive right here. And I think as a compliment, as a compliment card, we're either going to take the reverse of this, or your guides are trying to say, hey, we know you're working on this. We know you see yourself as negative and you're working towards a day when you do not see the 3 empty cups. Instead, you see the 2 full cups instead. And we know you're working really hard on that, and we're so proud of you for that. The other thing it could be saying is that you aren't this person. You're the exact opposite of this person. You are somebody who does see the good in things. And that is so commendable. You're somebody who tries to see the silver lining on every cloud. And that is incredible, especially in a world as fucked up as the one we are in right now. That's awesome and incredible. And if you don't resonate with that, then it's the other message of your guides know that you're working on this. And they are so proud of you for working on this, because this is a hard thing to work on. It really is. It's completely changing your mindset. It's changing how we speak to ourselves, how we speak to ourselves about others and ourselves. And that's a very hard thing to do, because it's changing habits that are ingrained in us from forever, who knows long ago. And it's really hard to change habits, and your guides are fucking proud of you for trying to change some habits. They're like, fuck yes, you're awesome for doing that. Thank you for learning and changing. So, the last 2 things I'm going to do for you guys is, the last thing I'm going to do for you guys is I have my Fairy Wisdom Oracle deck. I'm going to get 1 message from here, and then I'm also going to get 1 message from my Garden Dragons Oracle deck. So, divine guides of my group number 4s, would you please give me 1 final message for them in this period of growth and change and talking better to themselves. Yeah. so that we're ready for whatever this is, whatever this commitment that they're searching for is. Oh, thank you. So, the card that we have for you guys is card 31, the Flirt. Card 31, the Flirt. So I'm going to read this to you guys out of the book. I have been paraphrasing this book a little bit because they are very long, but here we go. Card 31, the Flirt. Keyword, attention. We all know that a little flirting can be fun. Fairies love to flirt. It's just part of their personality. Some are flirtier than others, however. We have all done it from time to time. A bit too much might be another thing altogether. Are you being true to another who cares about you? Are you being true to your own values? Are you trifling with others' emotions? It is possible that someone is taking your attention more seriously than you intend. Check to make sure that you are not harming another. Are you getting involved in something that is not good for you? Be careful. Do not flirt with danger. See things clearly and be truthful with yourself. Pay attention to that little voice within and its warnings. This card may also be telling you that opportunity is within reach, but that you are only flirting with it. If there is something you really want to do, sink all your efforts into the project. Avoid being superficial in your actions. If it's worth doing, it's worth your full attention. As Ron Swanson says, don't do anything half-assed, do it with your full ass, right? So, last but not least, maybe that's the commitment that your guides are talking about. Commitment to ourselves, to talk better to ourselves. So, last but not least, a garden dragon for my beautiful group number 4s. And that will be our reading for today, okay? Divine guides of group number 4, would you please give me one final message from our dragons about their path to self-love? One. Oh, we got 2. That's okay, we'll do 2. So, we have the dragon fruit dragon. His word is defense. And we also have the mushroom dragon, illusion. I actually got the mushroom dragon in card group number 3's reading, so if you felt drawn to that reading, maybe check it out. But I'm going to read these 2 little dragons to you, and then we will be done. So, dragon fruit dragon, defense. The dragon fruit dragon reminds you not to judge a fruit or a dragon by its cover. Often, a thorny plant or person is only protecting their softer side. Know that sometimes people layer their defenses, which means you have to peel each one away. Be gentle with those who seem to make you jump through hoops to get to know them. Their outer scars are there for a reason. You have to decide if you want to spend the time working your way past each of their guardians at each of those gates. And we also have the mushroom dragon. The mushroom dragon, illusion. Know what you are looking at. Trust your instincts. Sometimes things are really too good to be true. This brightly colored creature is a mix of things benign for you and things bad for you. You must be wise enough to know the difference. It is tempting to just grab the first dream you have, but you might miss out on something even better. When the mushroom dragon shows up, remind yourself that education is a smart thing. Do not let yourself poison the future by latching onto the wrong, pretty, shiny thing or person. Yeah, have some patience. Remember that temperance energy. Also, there's this message of like know what's true and what's false about you, about your inner life, about the world around you. So that's all I'm seeing for you guys, my group number 4s. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That helps me out so much. And I hope you guys have a blessed everything. I will see you on the next reading. This was Pan. Bye, you guys.